Hello, hello, Bullrun community. Greetings to you all, compliments of the season. Today is a beautiful, beautiful day again. As you know, I am your girl, Deborah Privilege Frank from Zim, as I host you today as usual. On our Wednesday session, we bring you beautiful, beautiful topic and also beautiful, beautiful guests in our midst today. It's going to be an amazing, amazing session because we're going to talk about how our BRL token staking platform creates a sustainable income for people. So, as you all know, um, this topic is just one of those topics that people would love to hear because everybody is going to work because we want a sustainable income. That's why we wake up every day going to work and to do whatever that we are doing. So stay tuned. As you all know, before you leave this place, you're going to experience something, you're going to learn something. So stay tuned. So I would like to just allow my queen to just greet us before I introduce her. My queen, can you just greet our viewers, please?
Thank you, Queen Debbie, for this opportunity. Hello, viewers. I'm honored to be here today to share with you so that we can learn, all of us. Thank you, Queen Debbie.
Thank you. Thank you so much, my queen. So today, community, we have a beautiful queen in our midst. Our beautiful Queen Alice. Her name is Queen Alice Mbongo. She's a mother of a girl and a boy, a business lady, and she's living in Nairobi. She's from Kenya. She is a believer and a true bull runner, a proud one, actually. So today I'm going to be hosting her, and she's going to break down how we can also create a sustainable income through our staking platform, as we said. So this topic itself speaks a lot. It speaks a lot. So already we have a topic that is speaking, and before you go out of this session, I want to tell you that today you're going to experience or to learn how you are going to create this sustainable income through our staking platform. So our BRL token, it is paid with USDC rewards. As it is paid with USDC rewards, it's a game changer. Having a reward that is very sustainable during the time of volatility, it's something that you need to know that it's a reward. It's something that you need to value because the markets are very volatile. They are very volatile, and at the end of the day, having a sustainable reward from an asset that you're holding, it's a gem, it's a blessing, it's a value. So now we are going to get into this topic, as my queen is going to take it away from here. And I also want to just ask a little question then before she dive into our topic today. My Queen Alice, maybe we have newcomers that don't know you. I just want you to tell us who is Queen Alice and how did you get to join our Bullrun ecosystem? Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Queen Debbie. Just as Queen has said, my name is Alice Mbogo from Nairobi, Kenya. I am a proud bull runner. I'm so happy to be in this great ecosystem. I found this opportunity 2024 around June. I was introduced by a friend. She told me about it, and when I listened to how it is built, I felt this is the best place to be in. Why? Because year before I had lost a lot of money through other platforms, and because I didn't know. But when I came to learn about this, what is the difference between centralization and decentralization, I came to see this is the best place to be in. And for our guests, this is very secure because when you buy BRL, you are not giving your money to anyone. You are not giving your money so that for them to decide when to pay you, how much to pay you. It is you who is in control. And that is what made me to believe in this ecosystem. And it's amazing. So far, I'm so happy with what I have been since 2024 up to now. I have learned so much, and as we continue to learn, you will also hear what we have learned. We came here knowing nothing, but at least we can share at least something now from our developers. Thank you, Queen Deby.
Thank you so much, my queen, for just introducing yourself and also how you get to know our ecosystem and how you become a bull runner. You know, it's one thing to just know an ecosystem. It's one thing to become the ecosystem itself. You know, so thank you so much for that. So before we dive in into this topic, I want to ask a question. I want you to have this question in your mind before our queen comes in. You know, one day I was asking myself, like, who determines who is supposed to be born rich? Who determines who is supposed to be born in poverty? Or who determines who is supposed to be born into privilege? And if you don't have the same answer that also I was looking for, I need you to stay tuned, because I realize that most of the time we often think there are people who are actually born into greatness. There are people who are actually born to good things. But I want you to stay tuned as we go into this session. These questions will be answered, because truly speaking, there are a lot of people who are asking also. There are a lot of people who are working 12 hours and they can barely feed their children, even pay their rentals. But today, we are bringing a solution that you can choose and you can use it, whereby you're going to be able to determine the way you want your life to be, or the way you want to be in the next years to come, or next year or this year actually. So as I said, who determines who is supposed to be born suffering? Who determines who's supposed to be born in privilege? Who determines who's supposed to be born into poverty? Who determines who is supposed to be born in riches? So stay tuned as we answer all those questions. So my queen, you can take it away from here.
Okay, that's a good question, Queen Deby, you pose to us, to all of us. And it is only us who can answer that through what we do, because we know poverty is not an accident, it is man-made, and it can only be removed through man-made, through the man is the one who can determine or can, decide on how to get out of the poverty. And here we have an opportunity, a great opportunity, where we are telling our people how they can get out of that poverty. And as you have said earlier, we are talking about staking. I want to just go to what is staking. Staking is the process of locking your crypto tokens in a blockchain network. And in return, you earn rewards. In our case, when we lock, before I go to exactly what happens, I want to tell our viewers, especially the new people, when we talk about staking and locking, some people don't understand because they are new in crypto, they don't understand those terms. So I like giving an example of where everybody understands that when you open a bank account, we have different types of bank accounts, and there is one account where you can open and put your money and put it in a fixed account. You put it there for a certain period of time, maybe 6 months or 1 year or whichever time you feel like. And during that time, you cannot go to withdraw your money. It is totally locked. And in return, you get some interest at the end of the year. In Kenya, when you look at the interest one gets, it's less than 10% for a whole year. For a whole year, you have put in maybe your $5,000 and you get around 7%. for a whole year, you can imagine. And people are happy because that's all what they know. That's the investment they know about. But we can see here in technology has brought us great things, because number one, technology has made things easier and faster. So when we talk about staking, just bear in mind that it's just the way you lock your money in a fixed account and you wait for it to give you rewards or interest. So in our case here in our ecosystem, we have this great token called BRL, where we buy and hold. We not only hold, but we stake. We lock it. So when we lock it, it gives us reward in form of USDC. In other platforms, you find that you buy tokens and you lock them. Once you lock them or you stake them, you get reward in form of same token, same native token. So you don't get the same as we are getting here with Bullrun. With Bullrun, we are getting stablecoin, which is USDC. This is a very big advantage because, number one, this makes the token scarce, because okay, I'll go to that when we go to advantages. So when you get the tokens, assume you have a platform where you're getting the same tokens. You have to convert them to money. You have to sell them. But in our case, you have advantage because you are getting the money direct. Yours is only to go and withdraw and start using your money. That's a very big plus for our BRL. Yeah. So that is where we are going to look at the advantages of now staking our BRL. We look in details what happens when we stake and the advantages. Okay. Advantage number one, we are going to see what happens when we stake. BRL gives us what we call passive income, because when you lock the BRL, we don't trade it, we don't sell it. What happens? It gives us USDC on a daily basis. So it means that we have an income on a daily basis. We don't need to, to go looking for other things, just the way we do other businesses. We open businesses so that we can make profit. And advantages, I'll give you advantage of doing the comparing the normal businesses we do and staking our BRL platform. So number one, we have passive income. This is where you get rewards without selling or trading your tokens. You don't need to sell them for you to make money. Already you have income, which is USDC. Number two, by staking the BRL, we support the network. It helps our ecosystem to be strong, because we are not trading, we are not selling. It becomes stable. And why does it become stable? Because number one, we have a feature in BRL where we have what we call banning mechanism. And for new people, when we talk about banning mechanism is where whether you sell, when somebody sells or buys the BRL token, it is removed from the total supply. There are some tokens that are removed from the total supply, and they are removed completely. So when they are removed, it means that the tokens keep on shrinking. When they shrink, it means that the supply also reduces. What happens when when supply is low? The prices go, the value goes up. Fewer tokens there will be fewer tokens in supply, which means there will be scarcity. And when there is scarcity, definitely the value goes up. When another thing what happens when there is because of banning mechanism, it supports the token value. what we have said. By decreasing supply over time, banning help the maintain or increase the token value. Another thing, it encourages holding and staking. Holders know that tokens are being they are being gradually banned. We understand that. Anybody who is in BRL ecosystem understands that when we ban tokens are banned, number one, the ecosystem becomes stronger. Why does it become stronger? Because we are not selling what we have. You know, when you sell what you have, it's like, I give an example of a cow. If you have a cow today and you are selling milk out of that cow, you are milking on a daily basis, you're selling your milk, and then you decide to sell that cow, what happens? You are left with nothing. You don't have the cow, you don't have the milk, you don't have money. But when you keep that cow, you nurture it, it gives you more milk. You look for ways of how you can increase the milk. This is exactly what happens with our BRL. We have somewhere we are getting our rewards, and by doing so, we are getting them, and not only they are not. It is not standard. For example, today you can make $10. Tomorrow you can make $20. Why? Because the demand is going up and the value is going up. Another thing happens because of the banning mechanism, when it is not about when the tokens are not only removed when we are only buying, they are also banned when we are also selling. Because remember, there are people who will be selling, because we cannot say everybody will never sell BRL. There are those people who don't, either they don't understand, there are those who understand, but they don't feel like they will stick there as holders or stakers, they will sell. So even when they sell, there is still banning mechanism, which now makes even the scarcity more, So those are some of the advantages we have. And as we continue, I'll keep adding more advantages of staking. Thank you, Queen Debbie.
Okay, thank you so much, Queen Alice. That was really powerful. How our ecosystem have created as a way of sustainability in our in this ecosystem, by bringing us the fundamentals and even the mechanism that are needed for such a time like this. So, as you said, staking when you are staking, it pays you USDC rewards, right? That USDC reward does not fluctuate. It's a token that does not fluctuate. It does not fluctuate. So at the end of the day, what happened? It doesn't cause inflation, right? In our own token is a BRL token, because when you want to sell, as our queen has said, when you want to sell, they are not everyone going to be just holding and waiting for USDC. What some they would want to sell, but we don't have that sell pressure whereby we are forced to sell because we have seen Queen Alice selling. Now I'm afraid. She talked about how the banning mechanism works, right? So I go there, I just want to add on what she said. But before I go there, I just want to talk about why we chose this topic. Is because we want to create a financial freedom. We want to create a financial by creating financial freedom. We also creating options. We also creating security. How your own if I always ask people, if you God forbid, if you are going to take 6 months out of what you're doing right now that is giving you money, are you going to be able to survive or to maintain the same life that you're having right now, like the same lifestyle that you're having right now? Are you able to maintain that same life that you're having right now for the next 6 months if you're not going to that particular job that you're going to? If not, which means we need to be financially free. So how do we go there? That's why our BRL token staking platform is coming in. So financial freedom it's not just having enough money, it's also having enough options. We were able to have options. So now, having such a beautiful the ecosystem like our own BRL token, our queen talked about how our BRL token been, how our BRL token retain liquidity and supply, it bends up in supply, right? So I just want to elaborate a bit, just to add a bit from what she said right now, because once you decide to have a sustainable income, or to have a place where you can have sustainable income by you coming into Bullrun and get your BRL and get them staked, what you're doing is you are choosing wisely, you are choosing with wisdom. You having a smart choice. How are you having a smart choice? Because as I said, here we are not going to have sell pressure, because those who are staking, they're going to be incentivized. Those who are holding, they're also going to be okay, because they are still receiving their money, right? So we are not going to have a place whereby there's too much sell pressure, whereby Queen Alice wants to sell, Queen Deby wants to sell, Queen Barbara wants to sell, Queen Shayla wants to sell, at this particular time. So we can now be using our USDC rewards as they are coming. That's sustainable, right? As they are coming, you can be using them to do whatever you want. School fee, pay your school fees, pay your tuition for the children, pay your rentals, do whatever you want, and you can able to recompound or to add more. Because at the end of the day, people want more, because we want also more to earn more, right? That's why we are actually going to work. That's why we are going to school, getting degrees, getting PhD. Why? Because we want a better job that is more paying, right? What if we create something that can give you that just because you have invested, right? So our ecosystem has a Benny mechanism, is a way of retaining also liquidity, as our king has said. 1% of every buy and every sell, it goes to our Benny mechanism. The Benny mechanism, it's actually removing the tokens from total supply. It's not like the circulation. No, the total supply we are removing already. We have bent over 40%. So each time there is a buy or a sell, there is 1% that is going to go towards the Benny mechanism, and this is going to remove the tokens from total supply. Secondly, 3% goes towards retention of liquidity. So this retention of liquidity, what is happening now? We are now creating liquidity for those who just doesn't want to stake, right? Those who just will say, me, I'm not going to be staking. I just want to buy my BRL token. When they go up, I want to sell. So for them to be able to execute those sales, we need liquidity. When we need liquidity, it's because they want to exit on their position. We don't need to be waiting for Queen Alice to come and add so that I'll be able to exit. So there's a way of retention of liquidity. There's a way of also banning the supply. And what is happening now? The issue of volume, that's where it comes. It's efficient, because at the end of the day, we are creating what we are building, and we are creating scarcity in the market. And now at the end of the day, we are having a sustainable ecosystem. So for that alone, it means our own value that we have, our own ecosystem that we have right now, is going to be very sustainable as we also receive our sustainable incomes. We are not going to be waiting upon somebody so that we receive our rewards, because we are going to use the volume very efficient to go through this period that maybe let's say the period of Bullrun. The volume is going to be used very efficiently, and you are going to be able to retain and to even burn more tokens. That alone makes you one of those queens or those kings who are making a smart move. By what? By getting into an ecosystem that has sustainable income, that is going to be a smart ecosystem that have good fundamentals, good mechanisms, and that alone will help you to have a way to create your own sustainable income. Why? Because we have a way of retaining liquidity. We have a way of bending the mechanism. What are we doing? We are removing too much excess of the asset that we have in the market. At the end of the day, we are creating what? We are creating scarcity, and scarcity means volume. It means scarcity means value to the token. Also, we are going to have by pressure, I think, because at the end of the day, me, I want to add. Queen Alice also would want to add. So I just wanted to add on that. Queen Alice, you can go ahead.
Wow, that is, thank you, Queen Deby. That is very important. And I believe that viewers are still learning a lot and understanding why we need to stake our BRL without selling. There is one thing I want to add on that. Just the way you have said about stability. Some people normally ask, where is this money coming from? Just as the Queen has said, we have that banning mechanism where the 6% that is set apart for taxes has the banning mechanism, has the, staking. That is where the money for staking comes from, the 1%. And it is a lot. If you can calculate it, it is so much. Today, I want us to do some maths so that, when you do it practically, people understand. When you just mention, they may not understand what you mean. And when we go ahead, we'll see what happens. If you see like what Bitcoin has today or Ethereum, we are going to see, and then we look at our BRL, what happens. For example, if you look at today's volume for Bitcoin, it is around 40 billion per day. The volume, daily volume, what we are talking about here, that we'll be getting our USDC rewards based on the 24-hour volume. For Bitcoin is around 40 billion, around there. Now you can imagine if BRL gets to that point, and every day we get 1% of that, for that is banned. How much is banned? 1% of the 40 billion. Then we will go to the staking. How much do we get for staking? 1% of 40 billion. How much do we get per day? That is around 400 million. So there will be no selling pressure. What will there be is just buying pressure. Why? Because people want to buy more, and because they understand what we have here. People will not want to sell something that is sustainable. People will not want to buy something that is stable. They want to be there so that they can earn more. And the more we are in here, the more the volume increases. Yeah. The more people buy, the more people understand the staking, the more daily volume will keep increasing. And when you look at the 3%, if we be retaining liquidity of 3%, assume of the 40 billion. So it means we are going to retain how much? 1.3 billion on a daily basis. You can imagine this liquidity is being added to the liquidity pool. And that's why we are saying there is no way people will never lack money in this ecosystem when they want to sell. They will not say there is no selling. The way what happens during Bullrun, people sell first because they are not sure of the liquidity. They want to sell so that the liquidity will not get finished. But because of our BRL, we have so much. We have so much in our liquidity. That's why we always talk about liquidity. Because when there is no liquidity, there is no business, there is nothing. So this is amazing ecosystem we are in as BRL community. And for those who we want to talk to about our BRL. Another advantage of staking encourages now even the new people to come in, in the ecosystem. Why? Because when people go to the market, or when people go to get to search what is there in the market, They want to see the token that is stable, the token that is not that has no volatility. In this case, because of being paired with USDC and because of the burning mechanism, our the BRL doesn't have volatility. It is very stable. It doesn't go up and down. And so people will want to be associated with it. They want to buy it. And the more they buy it, the more we become stronger. All of us as an ecosystem. Even the BRL itself, it becomes very strong. The value really goes up. The more it goes up, the more volume we get on a daily basis, the more rewards we get. You see? And I would want to give an example of when we look at the normal businesses we do. I have done some research. And before I get there, maybe Queen Deby, you can add on something before I get to that point, because I want us to really look at now the numbers. So as Queen Deby takes talk to us about adds some points, prepare your calculators and your pen and a book so that you can write and see where you are in terms of or what you'll be getting if you have this number of BRL. And again, comparing it with the normal businesses we are doing. And then you'll be able to tell when you look at where am I supposed to invest more? The normal business I am in, or in this ecosystem, or with the BRL I have, how much can I make? Or will you get a reason to add more on BRL, or you just be there waiting for it to come and maybe you have a potential of adding more and then you're going to regret later. So before I get to the numbers, Queen Deby, you can take over.
Thank you. Thank you, my queen. We can't wait for the numbers. I know they're going to blow our mind. They're going to blow our minds. So, yeah, just to add on what she said, our staking platform is not just a staking platform. I want you to take it as hey, your own money making machine, right? And how is that going to happen? I think I posed the question before I started. I told you who determines who is born in suffering, who is born in poverty, who is born in privilege, who is born in riches. Who determines it's you. Today you can decide for yourself what you want, because at the end of the day you need to stand above the waters that you're going through right now. What happens, because sometimes we get opportunities but we don't utilize these opportunities, but right now we have a golden an egg in our hands, because this ecosystem was built in a beautiful way. How we can create our own retirement, we can create our own a legacy, you can create our own financial freedom. It's up to you. You are the one who's going to write your own check. You are the one who is going to decide which category do you want, the poverty side or the rich side or the privileged side. It's up to you, because we have it all at the end of the day. So our staking platform is not just a staking platform, it's a dual staking platform. I want people to understand this, because I have so many questions about what is NFTs, what is boosters. So for instance, today you bought your tokens. Let's say you bought your 1,000 tokens, BRL tokens, you stake them. Right away you will receive, when you're now receiving USDC rewards, you will receive only 70% of your staking. Why it was called a dual staking platform? It's because you can stake two things, which is the NFT boosters. The NFT boosters, they're there to boost your earnings, right? So you need how many? You need 5 of them for you to be able to boost your tokens to 100% distribution. One token, one NFT cost, one NFT costs 10% of Ethereum at any given point you want to buy it. It's 10% of the Ethereum price that particular day. Then the other thing that I wanted to also let you know is one NFT is equals to what? To 6%. So if you have 5 of them, which means you are now having 100%. And when you have this five NFT booster, you need to stake them. That's how it is called a dual staking platform. So you can stake your BRL token. You can also stake your NFT boosters. And these NFT boosters, they will also increase in value because they are also paired with the Ethereum. It's also money that you are staking. It's not like you're just staking to get the 100% boost, the 100% USDC distribution. It's money that you're also staking, and you are putting this in the staking staking platform. So at the end of the day, you have two things that you're staking: the the BRL and the NFT boosters. You need 5. You can always buy even 1. If you cannot afford 5 at once, you can buy 1, 2, adding, because each one gives you 6%. It will increase on your initial percentage, because remember, if you have only BRL, it's 70%. So if you buy 1, it means you have 76. Then if you add again, it's the same thing. So at the end of the day, our platform does not have a staking or unstaking fees. We do not have locking time period. You can unlock and stake at any given time whenever you feel like unstaking. So you need to have at least 5 boosters if you want to have 100% of your distributions. And if you cannot afford 70%, if you're only holding BRL without boosters, if you can afford 1, it's 6% each one you buy until you get to 6% to 100% that you want. So community, we have a beautiful token here. As I told you, like, we want to create a future that we need. It does not just start. Success is not built in a day. Success is long, sleepless nights. It's a combination of a lot of things: hard working, sleepless nights, sacrifices that you take. So at the end of the day, what happens? With all that combined, it brings us to success. So same applies also. It's not built, Rome was not built in one day, as they say. So same applies when it comes to us as the Bullrun community, or those who are here for the first time. We need to start from where you are, building to the future, because the future is crypto, and you don't need to choose your horse blindly. You need to choose it wisely, and once you choose it wisely, you need a sustainable ecosystem. You need a solid ecosystem that have good tokenomics, ecosystem that have good fundamentals, good mechanisms, an ecosystem that is sustainable on its own, not because of people. So at the end of the day, you need to also create your own income through that kind of ecosystem. You are just building on top of a foundation that has been laid for us. So what our own is to just choose the horse wisely, because the game is about to start. You need to choose that horse wisely. You need a sustainable income that is coming from a sustainable source. I had a meeting last Sunday with the queens from Bulawayo. I've asked people to tell me what exactly can give them sustainable income. You know what, community, truly speaking, there's nothing. Our job itself, it's not even sustainable, because tomorrow your boss might also just wake up and say, you know what, I want to relocate, I'm closing this business, and you lose your job. That is not sustainable. Your business also is not even sustainable, because we are depending on the buyers, right? We are depending on people who are coming. If they don't come today, you don't make money. If they don't come tomorrow, you don't make money. So what do we do? I'm not saying leave what you're doing right now. I'm telling you what to do so that we can create the future that we need. We can retire in the time that we need, right? So at the end of the day, you can do so much with this ecosystem because we have it all. Everything has been laid for us. Our own is to position ourselves and have patience. The patience that we need is for us to have a sustainable income at the end of the day. We need to sleep and know that tomorrow my $100 is coming. As our queen is going to calculate, you need to sleep and know that my $200 is coming. Not because you went to work for it, or you went to sell something. No, because you have invested in a place whereby your own asset is actually generating income for you. That is a smart investment, because you have to be, even in your sleep you are now earning. You have to at any given time, be it you are spending the money that you already earned yesterday, tomorrow is coming. So what I'm saying is, I want us to understand that we need to create this income in a sustainable way, in a platform that is sustainable, because that alone will give us a sustainable life, a sustainable income that is going to be there perpetually. Remember, our USDC rewards are perpetual. They are not going to be coming this week. Then we say next week we don't have. Queen Alice told me. So she said something when she was starting. She said, "We are not going to give people money whereby they decide how much they can give us." All these USDC rewards, they are based on you. They are based on the volume that is going to be coming on this ecosystem. This volume can come to a lot of money. Is She's going to do that part. She's going to calculate for us how we are going to be having money as our USDC reward, right? Through the volume, using maybe other volume from other coins or whatever. But I want you to also understand that once we are here and once we have such an ecosystem which have sustainable rewards, we can also create a sustainable income for ourselves, for our children, for our future, and for our future legacy, or for our future inheritance for our children. So, queens and kings, I just want you to understand that as I'm giving back to you, my queen, you can go ahead.
Wow, that is powerful, Queen Deby. Really insisting on passive income, sustainable income. And that's what we have here in this ecosystem with the BRL. Another thing I would want to add before I go to the numbers is about buying back. You see, when you get the USDC, you will not finish that amount of money in one day. And I imagine, I don't think anybody in who understands what we have here will take their USDC and take them to the bank to sleep there idle. What we can only do is, once we get your USDC, buy your BRL, so you add more on your BRL. So tomorrow you are going to make more. If today you had 500 BRL and you've gotten, for example, maybe $100, for example, you're not going to use all that money. I'm just giving an example. So if you are going to use some of it, and then some of it you buy again, you add more on BRL. So tomorrow, the volume that will come, the volume that will be there, you will have more now. The USDC that you are to get, if you are to get maybe $150, you are going to get 200. Why? Because you bought more and staked. So this is our bank, and it is our bank that is still generating money for us, not the normal bank that is just you keep it there, and even some of it even keep taking your money. There are those accounts that you keep in the bank, and at the end of the day, you find that there is some reductions they are doing. But here, it's about increasing. So that's the beauty of BRL, buying back. So we are going to do that. Those who don't know, as we continue, we'll be teaching, we'll be talking more about it. So I want to talk about our BRL based on maybe the tokens we have bought, And I was comparing it with the normal business that we do. I am in business, and I can tell you I have done some research on different sizes of business. I may call them size because they are different. There are those that are small, some are big businesses, some are small, small businesses, sole proprietorship. And now we look at the same value of money we start the normal businesses. If we bring it to BRL and stake it, how much we can make. So this is what I want us to compare. I was looking at, for example, the Bitcoin, as we said, is the leading in the cryptocurrency. And when you look at the data from eToro data or coin market cap, that's where you get the daily volume of Bitcoin or any other you want to check. Like Ethereum, we see that on a daily basis, from the same source, you find that it's around 24 billion on a daily basis. That is the daily volume. And remember, they are doing that, and they don't have what we have. They don't have burning mechanism, no accumulation of liquidity. There is no liquidity retention. There is no exit liquidity in them. There is no staking. There is no burning mechanism. So you can imagine with our BRL how much we will make as we proceed, as we continue. This is an amazing ecosystem we have, my kings and queens. There's so much. You may not understand now, but if you look at it critically, it is so much you cannot compare. People hear about Bitcoin and they're like, wow, it is so much. But remember, it doesn't have all these fundamentals that we have with our BRL. Now imagine having this. It will be times so much. I don't know how many times, Okay, let me look at a normal business. This research I've done. Somebody who is starting a business with $100 today. This is in Nairobi. $100. How much they make per day? They make $1.3 to $4.7 per day. That is $100 capital. They make $1.3 to $4.7 in a day. Remember, this person has to use bus fare to go to the business. They have to pay revenue, county, like here we have county revenue. They have to pay rent and other. There are so many other overhead businesses have. Maybe you are carrying from your goods from this place to your shop. You are incurring transport. So there are so much overhead in this business where you are making $1, $1.3 to $4.7. But if, for example, you put this $100 to buy BRL, at the BRL today, I did it at 1.6. I just said, let me do it on a higher side. I know it's not yet at 1.6 right now. It's 1.53 something. But I said, let me do it at 1.6. If somebody buys BRL worth $100 today, he's going to get 62 BRL. If when our daily volume gets to 100 million, remember we are talking of this other token, like for example, I'll give another example of Shiba Inu. This is I got it from CoinGecko. Daily volume is between 200 million to 240 million. And remember, it doesn't have the fundamentals we have with the BRL. So if those can perform that way, what about the BRL? So if I just put it, assuming that the volume is at 100 million US dollars, and you have 62 BRL worth $100, how much you make per day? $21.7. $21.7. But the person who has the same amount of capital is getting 1.3 to $4.7 in a day. Can you see the difference? 4.7 and 21.7. And this one has potential to increase our BRL. Why? Because we are taking and it is burning. We are doing, we are compounding. Yeah, we are doing buyback. So tomorrow, what we got today is not what we are going to get tomorrow. But the normal business adding this $4.7 is a nightmare. I have been there. I am there even now. I can tell you. So you can see the comparison. The same amount of money, same capital, but returns are different. Why? Because of technology. I tell people it's about technology. Technology has made things faster and easier. You don't have to move, just the way Queen was saying. You don't have to move from point A to point B to make money, and even you are not sure about it. So what if our BRL gets to $1 billion? When it gets to $1 billion, that $100, the person who has a kiosk is getting $4.7. When we get to $1 billion, with the same amount, the person will be getting $651. With $100, you can imagine. Sorry, not six. That is monthly. Per day, that is $217 per day. With $100, with monthly, you are going to get 6,510 with $100. You can see the power of staking, buying BRL and staking it. Somebody who has a business worth $200 today in Nairobi, the most they can make is $10. With our BRL, you have 125 BRL. How much you make per day is $43.75. That is when we have a volume of 100 million. What if we get to $1 billion, volume? That is $437 per day out of a capital of $200. What about that person who has $500, a business worth $500? They are making that is at most $13.3. But somebody who has staked T12 BRL worth 500 BRL, worth $500 per day is making $109 per day when the volume is at 100 million. When the volume is at 1 billion, remember during Bullrun, that is very little. But I've just said I'm not even going to where Ethereum is right now or where Shiba Inu is, I'm just looking at the lower side. So when we get to 1 billion, the person makes $1092 per day with only $500. When the person who has a business has a shop worth $1,000 per day in Nairobi, the most they make is $33. $33. But the person who has staked 625 BRL worth $1,000 per day is making $218 when the volume is at 100 million. And when it is at 1 billion, the person is making $2187 per day. Remember, this person doesn't have overhead. But the person who is making $33 has so much bus fare, revenue, and all that. Look at the person who has $2,000 shop worth $2,000. That's a good shop. Looking at it in Nairobi, it's a good shop. People admire. Hey, you have a nice shop. Stock is so much, but how much they make with $2,000? 46 at most, $46 per day. What about the person who has staked $1,250 worth of $2,000? I mean, 1,250 BRL worth of $2,000. The person at 100 million volume is making $1,093 And once it gets to 1 billion, the person will be making $10,937 per day. I hope you are getting, or you're taking your calculator. You just write you're going to calculate after this so that you can see what we have here. What about the person who has $5,000? That's a big business person here, is very much respected. Yeah. How much they make per day? At most $66.7 per day. When we come to our ecosystem, the person who has invested $5,000, the person has 31.5 BRL, is making, okay. Yeah, I've said that. Okay, let me go to 10,000. 10,000, that's somebody who is maybe a supermarket, a very big shop. How much they make per day? 66, or around $70 going up per day. Now that one can make $70 going up per day as a profit. But when you stake our BRL, you make per day 21.87 when the volume is at 100 million. And when it is at 1 billion, the person makes $21,875 per day. No expenses. You just at comfort of you, wherever you are, doing other things, and you're still making money. So this is what I really wanted us to look at. Let us not look down upon our BRL. It is so powerful. This we are calculating when on the lower side. You know, what about now when it hits to those levels of where Ethereum is, where the Bitcoin is? And remember, when you look at where we looked at the liquidity retention, yeah, where 3% of 3% of the volume goes to liquidity pool. If you look at Bitcoin, that is for it to get to 1 billion, where its liquidity is at around 1 billion, it has taken almost 17 years. But in our case, it is hitting it at 1 day. Now you can imagine what is going to happen to BRL in the next 2-3 years. Where will it be? You'll be talking of so much you cannot imagine. It will be very far from where Bitcoin is right now. In the next 2-3 years, that's when you look at this, it will be so much. So what I would say, encourage everybody who is here, our kings and queens, those people who don't understand, or even the people we need to tell the power of our ecosystem, the power of not just buying, but buying and staking. Because you can buy BRL and hold it just without staking. But the power of staking, let it stay there. Let it grow as we get our rewards, and our rewards keep on growing and multiplying. So it's so powerful, community. Let us get encouraged. Even if you haven't bought, just plan to buy. Buy bit by bit. It's not a must that you buy all of them at the same time. Buy when you get $20, buy BRL. Keep adding. You can have a target. Maybe on a weekly basis, if you are in a business, you can say, I get $20 every day. I mean, every week, I add on to my BRL. And at the end of the day, by the time Bullrun is coming, you have accumulated some good amount of BRL. So thank you for now, Queen Deby. You can take.
Wow, those calculations, hey. Those calculations, they're actually in my mind. Imagine having such a money coming to me, my queen. I just wanted to, let me just add on using our own volume. I just want to add until I want to start from 500 BRL tokens with only 70% of, maybe with only 70% of staking rewards for those who are going to get 100%, it's gonna be fine. You know, our queen has already bombarded us with a lot of money that will be coming. You know, she said it's better to have BRL than to open that shop you want to open. Okay. So this is not financial advice, as we always say. We are just using the information and the things that we also know about this ecosystem. So you know, it's up to you. You go and research and do your own due diligence and come up with a what, with an results that you want. We are just teaching you what we know, what we are doing, and what we have seen that is actually working for us. So Queens, we want to go for just. I just want to add. You know, she was talking about how much we earn, how much we earn after we get to a billion and all that. I just want to add on that a little bit, up to maybe 4,000 BRL tokens. So, for instance, if today you buy BRL tokens and you only stake, you didn't buy the NFTs. As I told you, the NFTs are boosters that you boost your earnings. You need 5 of them for you to have 100% of your distribution. As I also said, one of it is 6%. So, for instance, you cannot buy 5 at once. You can buy one, another one, add another until you get to where you want. So each one you buy, it adds up on your what, on your percentage of your return on your staking. In other words, so for instance, today you buy 500 worth of BRL token. So this is a calculation that is done each and every 24 hours with a volume of 100 million. So firstly, you're going to have after 24 hours, you're going to have $17.15. If you have 500 worth of Bullrun, right, you're going to have $17.50 going up. Then at a volume of 200 million, market volume of 200 million, you're going to earn 525. Then at the volume of 300 million, 30 million, sorry, at the volume of 30 million, you're going to earn 1,500. This is only with 500 worth of Bullrun without NFT boosters. So imagine if you have your NFT booster earning 100% of your distributions. That is also a food for thought. We're going for a 1,000 worth of Bullrun at a volume of 100 million. You're going to earn $35 per day and above. This can be more because remember, volume does not, it changes. Just like, you know, you don't know, after 1 hour, after 24 hours, we can have more, you know, we can have more volume within the 24 hours, right? So this is just an estimated it is an estimated volumes that we have just used to just estimate how much you can be earning. Okay, so at a volume of 20 million, you're going to earn 1,050. At a volume of 30 million, you're going to earn 2,100. At a volume of 40 million, you're going to earn 4,200. At a volume of 50 million, you're going to earn 5,250. I'm talking about only if you're holding 1,000 worth of Bullrun. So there's going to be a point where you're going to earn 5,200. Can you tell me what can you do with that 5 every 24 hours? Every 24 hours. A volume of 100 million, you're going to earn 10,500. What can you do with such huge amount of money just with 1,000 worth of Bullrun? We're not talking about the value of our token. Remember, the more the scarcity the token, the more the valuable it becomes also. Now we are earning every 24 hours, we'll be earning such huge an amount of money, like 10,000, just with 1,000 worth of tokens. What can you do? Can you create a legacy? Can you leave inheritance to children? Are you selling your tokens? Or you want to just generate this USDC reward earning in compounding? It's a food for thought. So I said you decide what you want, because you are the who is in charge of your wallet. Just sharing. At the 2,000 worth of Bullrun, you earn 70%, $70 every day. every day, then at a volume of 10 million, 10 million, you're going to be earning 2,100. At a volume of 20 million, you're going to earn 4,200. At a volume of 30 million, you're going to earn 6,300. At a volume of 40 million, you're going to earn 8,400. At a volume of 50 million, you're going to earn 10,500. At a volume of 100 million, you're going to earn 21,000 from 2,000 worth of Bullrun. Today, if we calculate how much is 2,000, my queen, can you calculate how much is 2,000 worth of Bullrun with our price today? I'll come back to you then. Maybe you can tell us how much it is right now. Maybe just do that and then come back to us. So as she calculates that, right, with our today's money, like our today's price, how much is 2,000 today compared to what you'll be earning every 24 hours? Like in every 24 hours, we'll be earning like 10,000. Yeah? At a volume of 100,000, you'll be earning 21,000. One person only with 2,000 worth of Bullrun. One person earning 21,000. What can you do with such an amount of money? How are you going to have a beautiful life? Are you going to have a financial freedom? Are you going to have a beautiful income? Are you going to have a sustainable income? About yes, yes, it means you need to have an action. You need to take an action. I don't know how you do it, but it's up to you. Did you get it, my queen?
Oh, I can't hear you clearly. You want to
Queen Alice, did you get what I said?
For $2,000?
Queen Alice, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
You can't hear me?
No, I can hear you now.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, I said, can you help me calculate how much is 2,000 worth of Bullrun today?
I don't know if I... Okay. Queen Deby? I can't see Queen Deby. I think she has a problem of the network. But what we have, what she's asking with $2,000, you get around 1,300 BRL right now, roughly 1,300. And that is so much, because when I was looking at, I had done that using the price of 1.6. So we were getting 1,250 BRL. And based on
Sorry, Queen. So I'm sorry. I think my network just booted me out. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you. It's okay. Welcome back.
Okay. Thank you. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry,
okay.
community. I'm so sorry. Yeah. My network just went off. Sorry for that. My goodness. But anyway, let's go on. Did you manage to do the calculation, my queen?
Yes, with 2,000, it's around 1,300 BRL.
2,000. No. I need 2,000 worth of BRL. How much is it? Like having 2,000 BRL tokens.
It's around 300 or 3,000 or so.
3,000, right? So as she said, it's 3,000 for you to buy 2,000 right now BRL token that are going to pay you an amount of 21,000 at a volume of 100 million. We didn't talk about billions. Our queen was talking about billions. Think about what she was saying. If it's going to be billions, how much money is going to come to your wallet? Eh? I'm telling you, it's going to be, people are going to be mind blown with the money that is going to be coming every 24 hours. I'm telling you, this 21,000 is coming like today. Then tomorrow you're going to earn the same volume, the same amount of money. So I just want you to understand that wherever you are right now, how much you're holding, let's continue keeping our wallets fit. Let's just continue to increase our tokens. Our queen told us, like, even if 20, 100, 1,000, do it, continue, because it's for your own good. You are buying freedom for yourself, because out there's no freedom. We are working 24 hours. I talked about people who are working actually 12 hours, but they barely feed their children, they barely eat at home, they barely even pay rent house for $400. So let's create our future, let's buy our freedom, let's give our children that life that we need for them. So we're going for 3,000 worth of 3,000 Bullrun today. If you buy 3,000 Bullrun at a volume of 10 million, you're going to earn $100.50. At a volume of 20 million, you're going to earn 3,150. At a volume of 30 million, you're going to be earning 9,450. At a volume of 40 million, you're going to be earning 12,600. And at a volume of 50 million, you're going to be earning 15,750. At a volume of 100 million, you're going to earn 31,500. This is only 3,000 worth of Bullrun. Only 3,000 worth of Bullrun. We are talking about 100 million. We are not talking about 1 billion. What if we go to 1 billion? What happened? Oh my goodness. You need to understand what we have here. Yeah, you need to understand what we have here. The moment you understand all these things, you stay away from the noise. You stay away from what we don't have right now. Because what we are doing, I told you, we are buying our freedom. We are buying our freedom. We are creating our retirement. We are buying that. So at the end of the day, we are getting what we need in the future. So we are creating the future that we need. When you have 4,000 worth of BRL token at a volume of 10 million, you're going to earn 140 a day. At a volume of 20 million, you're going to earn 4,200. At a volume of 20 million, you're going to earn 8,400. A volume of 30 million, you're going to earn 12,600. At a volume of 40 million, you're going to earn 16,800. At a volume of 50 million, you're going to earn 21,000. At a volume of 100 million, with only 4,000 worth of BRL token, you're going to earn 42,000 and above. So I'm just going to stop here because, you know what, our queen already told that billions of dollars. So we don't want you to go home and crack your heads because you're thinking about how much you're going to earn. But this is the reality. Let's secure our future. Let's plan for our children. Let's also let's have power, because the power is in our BRL token. The power is given to us with our BRL token. Let's create the life that we need. Let's paint that picture of the life that we need. Let's create the inheritance that we need. Let's leave a gift for our future generation. So from my side, I'm done. Back to you, my queen. If you still have anything that you want to share with the community, please go ahead.
Okay, I think now we are done, just winding up and just reminding, just the way we have said, with all that, what Queen Deby is saying, how much you make. Imagine you have 21,000 on a daily basis. You cannot use the whole of it. So what happens? you buy back.
Compound.
The more you buy, the more the scarcity, the more the value goes up, the more the rewards. So there is so much to make here. We don't take our money to the bank, we sleep there, we make it work for us through buying back and staking. Thank you.
Thank you. I like the last statement that we make our money work for us. There's nothing that is so refreshing or that is actually giving you freedom than to know that your money is working for you rather than you working for money. Let your money work for you. It does not start with big money. It starts with you willing to start. So it's up to you. You start wherever you are. Tell yourself, I'll do it right now because I want to create a wealthy. I want to create my money. I know I want to create the future that I want. So the future belongs to the blockchain. So let's use this wisely because at the end of the day, BRL token can be passed to the next generation. So with that, let me just go through our comment section as we round up. So in our comment section, we have the king himself, King Steve. Thank you so much as our dev. He's here. Thank you so much for tuning in, our king. He's saying greetings and happy Wednesday, kings and queens. Greetings back to you. Hope you're doing well. He's here again. He's saying thank you very much, Queen Deby and Queen Alice, for allowing us to be part of your journey, experience the vision you help us all to see clearly. Your efforts and deduction. Sorry, yes, the dedication and highly appreciated. Thank you so much, King Steve. We appreciate you and also appreciate your presence. We also appreciate you for coming here and listen to your own. We are like your children, you know how it is when you're at school, when your teachers coming and come to listen to you. If you are listening, if you are actually learning from your teacher. So we love you so much and thank you so much for even coming and listening to us. It makes us feel very, very valued. Thank you so much for that. So we have Queen Salome. Queen Salome is saying, waiting to learn from you, Queens. Thank you, Queen Salome. Thank you. Hope you learned something from what we've shared. We also have Queen Spiwe. I'm ready for yet another dose of inspiration for our Queen, beautiful Queens. Thank you so much, my Queen Spiwe. Hope you take away something. Queen Gloria is saying, I'm waiting to learn from our Queens. Thank you, Queen Gloria. Hope you take away something. We all have Zefaria. I don't know, is a king or I don't know. Oset. Queens, thank you so much for tuning in. We also have our beautiful, beautiful Queen Mother, also our developer. She's also tuned in. It's a pleasure to see you in our comment section, Queen Mom. Thank you so much for supporting us as your queens. She's also saying greetings to all the amazing Bullrun queens and kings. Another day of being enlightened and inspired by our amazing, our awesome queens, Alice and Deby. Thank you for holding us together. Thank you so much, Queen Mom. We appreciate you also because you are here to support us. We cannot have these sessions. Well, you are not here. It will not feel good. We feel warm when you are here. So thank you so much for always supporting us, Mommy. We also have our beautiful Queen, Queen Barbara. She's saying hello, community. Hello back to you, my Queen. We have Queen Shayla. She's saying greetings. Greetings to kings and queens, Queen Deby and Queen Alice. You are so wonderful. Thank you for teaching us. Thank you so much, Queen, also for coming in. We also have Queen Deporte. She's also saying greetings, community. Thanks, Queen Deby and Queen Alice. Today's session was powerful. Thank you so much, my Queen. We also have she's also saying BRL ecosystem is so huge. Our wealthy and healthy. Thank you so much, my Queen. We also have Queen Lati. She's saying, tell us Queens, we are listening. Oh, hope you take away something from that. We also have our Queen Jane. She's saying, great maths teacher, Queen Alice. Thanks, thank you, Queen Debbie and Queen Alice, for shedding more light on BRL token staking. So we also have our beautiful Queen Latte. She's also saying the Bullrun ecosystem is a game changer. While the Bullrun token staking, you have perpetual income. Exactly. That's the point. That's the point, my queen. Also, Queen Deposit, she's saying, oh, okay. She's saying, oh, okay. Now I understand the part of dual staking platform. Uh, dual staking platform. Thank you, Queen Debbie, for sharing that. Sorry for that, Queen. We also have Queen Jane. She's saying no staking, no staking or unstaking fees. It's your money and you can withdraw at any time. This is your best platform for teaching your life, for changing your life. Sorry, for changing your life and a solid ecosystem. Thank you so much, my queen, for that. We also have Queen Chinoga. She's saying, greetings, family. Thank you, Queen Alice and Queen Debbie, for this informative session. Thank you so much, my queen. Also, we also have Queen Kosi. Powerful session, my queens. Thank you so much, Queen Kosi. We also have Queen Salome. She's also saying we are lucky kings and queens to be in BRL community. We learn, invest, and grow our wealthy over time. Thank you so much, my queen. Also have Queen Shinoga. She's saying BRL staking is king. Imagine getting income daily as you sleep. I'm telling you, that's the point, my queen. That's where we want to be. Is BRL community. We want that. So we also have Queen Virginia. Virginia, she's saying, thanks, queens. We are at right place at the right time. Exactly. That's it, my queen. We also have Queen Masole. She's saying, thank you for the session. It was worth it. Thank you so much. I hope you take away something. Queen Mary, she's saying, wow. Thank you, my queen. Queen also Mary, she's also saying, great session going on. Thank you, my queen. We also have Queen Mirung. I think it's a man. I don't know. He's a king. Mirungu. He's saying, this is a great lesson. Thank you, queens. Thank you so much, king. We also have Queen Sarah. She's saying, thanks, Queen Alice and Queen Debbie, for educating us. That was mind-blowing. Thank you so much, my queen. Thank you so much for your all the feedbacks that you have sent to us. I will give it back to my queen just to for her closing remarks before we leave.
Wow, thank you. We are honored to have our Dev, King Steve, and Queen Mother. Thank you for being here, listening to these students who are learning, and maybe you are going to give us a score if we are still learning or we are not, we are lagging behind. Thank you so much for being here for us, and thank you also for all those who attended, and thank you for your kind and encouraging messages. Thank you so much for your comments. As we wind up, I would say that our ecosystem is amazing. I normally call it the eighth wonder of the world, because it is so wonderful. So as I close, I want to say this: as volume grows, reward scales as volume grows, rewards scale aggressively while BRL supply keeps shrinking through bans. So BRL is not priced for hype. It is positioned for volume, patience, and exponential reward. For now, thank you so much. I'm honored to be your teacher today. Thank you, Queen Deby, for hosting me. I'm honored. Thank you so much for the great work you are doing for us and the community. Thank you so much, and God bless you.
Wow, thank you, Queen Alice. Thank you so much, Queen Alice. As you all say, I would want also to take this opportunity to thank you so much for honoring my call and would want to share a stage with me. I'm honored for just that gesture. We also want to take this opportunity to thank our beautiful Queen Mother and our Dev for also being part of this session, for supporting us. I know already it's late their time, but they are here to support us. Thank you so much, our Queen Mother and our Deaf Steve. You are much appreciated. We appreciate you so much. And to all our viewers, we want to take this opportunity to thank you. Those who are here for the first time, please don't forget to subscribe, to share, and to like our videos so that we don't miss. Also subscribe and also turn on your notification box so that you don't miss these such informative sessions that you're going to learn a lot about our ecosystem. So thank you so much, queens and kings, those who tuned in today. We appreciate you so much. Until we meet again tomorrow on YouTube. Remember, we have a YouTube session with our king tomorrow. So look out for the links in our social handles. So please don't miss that tomorrow. Don't miss it tomorrow. Until we meet again, it's a bye from us now.
Bye.